Dear students and distinguished parents, as you know, the world is going through a very big crisis, COVID-19 coronavirus crisis, and all of the countries all around the world are fighting with the virus. As part of this fight, Turkish Republic or Northern Cyprus, our country, is using all of its experience and resources to fight the virus. The first case in Northern Cyprus was announced on 10th of March 2020, and right after the country acted quickly, and the next day the country declared limitations of the movement of people, and as part of this our university has stopped in-campus activities. And after that, by 23rd of March, our university resumed its education. Before I go into the education, let me brief you a little bit more about the cases in Cyprus. Up until today, there had been 105 coronavirus cases, and out of these 105, there had been 4 lost. We had 4 people actually died from the virus, and 80 people recovered from the virus, which is a pleasing picture. And currently we only have 21 cases in hospitals, none of which is under intensive care. So the situation in Northern Cyprus is under control, or can be regarded as under control, and the government is trying its best to keep it under control. As part of these limitations, the flights to the country in and out are stopped. So we are not getting people from outside, and we are not sending people to abroad. In that respect, there is a controlled environment. And our university started its works as early as February 2020. On the 29th of February, we actually established our first committee regarding COVID-19 problems. And the committee was established to increase the awareness and information regarding COVID-19. And the committee started with informing people regarding how important it is to wash up your hands, and also the symptoms of the virus, as well as the precautions that we need to take. And after the suspension of the education in the university, the COVID-19 committee spread around to different parts of the country, and they actually contributed to the scientific committee of the government, and they themselves, as well as other experts from the university, established a test center in the city of Famagusta for tests regarding COVID-19. Lack of the activity is actually to serve the society. But as you know, most important job or duty of a university is education. So in education aspect, we acted quickly, and by 23rd of March, only 12 days after that we suspended the education, we started online education. The reason as to why we were so quick in doing this is because we had been having an institute, Distance Education Institute, since year 2000. So we have 20 years of experience in distance learning, and the institute has prepared the foundation for these days. So it was really quick and swift for Eastern Mediterranean University to shift into online education. And currently, there are 4,606 different classes. They are up and running, and there are 15,860 students active in these classes. So online education is effectively continuing, and the current feedbacks are very positive. Some difficulties are there, but we are trying to address the difficulties. Most of the difficulties are due to the limitations of internet all around the remote parts of the world. So online education is going smoothly. Of course, in a university, the third important activity is research. Our research activities are also going on. We are using online channels to continue supervising our postgraduate students and continuing our research projects. And as you know, nowadays you can do a lot of research online, and this is continuing. The postgraduate research in that aspect is effectively continuing. And having the services and educational activities and research continuing, I can give you a little bit of information regarding the administrative activities of the university. The administrative units are all up and running, and we are trying to serve our students mostly through online channels as much as we can. Of course, these limitations, like the curfew limitations recently imposed by the government, has caused limitations of movement to our students. Currently, we have 3,400 students in our dormitories, and due to limitations, they are having problems. And university administration acted quickly, and at the beginning, a volunteering group came up. This group had academicians, administrative staff, and students, as well as volunteers from the city of Famagusta, and they started helping our students. Very quickly, the university rector's office established a help committee, and we regulated all of the helps. In that regard, we have been providing food packages, and recently we are providing regular lunch to the students. Currently, these are all free of charge, and our students are better off, and we are looking forward to continue this kind of help to our students. I would like to address the parents. Dear parents, you can be relieved that your sons and daughters are in safe hands, because we look at our students as our children, and we care for them, and we are trying our best to treat them as they are at home. And currently, Northern Cyprus can be regarded relatively a safe place by means of COVID-19 crisis. So in that regard, you can feel relieved that they are in safe hands. And also, it is relieving until today that there isn't any single case reported in campus. So everything is under control, and we are trying our best to keep it the same way. Also, I would like to indicate that currently, although these days are the days of crisis, so we are living in a crisis environment, but don't forget, every dark night is followed by a bright day. So I'm looking forward to have our students in our campus in those bright days with health, safety, and happiness. Dear students, it's very important that you stay at home and you don't socialize with your friends. Please stay at home and preserve the isolation conditions. This will help you not to get a contamination, and it would help not to spread contamination. These are important precautions that we have to follow, and it's very important that you follow the social distance for those times that you have to go out. For further information regarding COVID-19 crisis as well as your educational queries, please visit the university website as well as the social channels and also student portals. It's also important to note that these days, you can regard them as dark days. They will be over. With research and science, the human being is going to come over these problems. As your teachers and lecturers, we missed you and we are looking forward to uniting with you in our classes in those bright days. And it's very important that you stay in health and look after yourself and look after your families as well. We are looking forward to meeting you as soon as possible. Stay in good health.